David, the season's finished, but great news because you've now agreed an extension to your current deal that will see you stay here at Easter Road until 2017. What's your thoughts on that piece of news, please?
Yeah, obviously delighted to be in a situation where I've been able to negotiate a new deal. I thoroughly enjoyed my first season at the club, and as much as it was disappointing not to achieve our goal that we set out to do at the start of the season, I think it's still an exciting time to be at the football club and something I was desperate to be part of.
What has Alan Stubbs said to you? You were actually his first ever signing here at the club, about the future here at Hibs.
He's been very positive right for the first day he came in, and he's been very good with me in terms of, obviously, I was his first signing, and I took a responsibility to try and be as good as I could this season, and I think as a team and as individuals we've done really well this year, but it's something we need to make sure next season we hit the ground running, and I think that's the main thing the manager sort of put forward now, is to say we need to start the season really well, put a marker down early and get back to the SPL as soon as possible.
How optimistic are you about the future here at Hibs?
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I've extended the deal. I'm really happy here, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think the players that are here are exciting. We had a great reception at the end of the game on Saturday. Obviously it was disappointing, the final result, but just the way the crowd's been with us all season, and they've stuck with us, and to get the reception we got at the end, after all we did fail to achieve what we wanted to do, was really humbling, really.
Did that reaction from the Easter Road crowd give you a timely reminder about just how special this club actually is?
Yeah, I think obviously growing up in Edinburgh, I always knew how big the club was, and I knew this club could always get back to what it was, and obviously dealing with the disappointments of being relegated the year before, it was always going to take time to get back on track, but I mean, Saturday just obviously stamps forward with exactly what the club's all about. It's a massive club and needs to be in the SPL, and we're all striving to do that.
It was a long season. How are you planning to recharge your batteries over what will be a relatively short summer break, won't it? Back in training the final week of June.
Yeah, well, I think it's important that the lads go away. Obviously, dealing with disappointment, it's quite hard to switch off from the weekend, but the quicker we can get that out our heads and get ourselves ready for the start of the season is important, I think, and the only way you do that is to try and get away from it completely, and I'll be like the same. I'll have a week off completely and then get myself away with the family. We're going over to Portugal for a few days, and that should be good, and then obviously the training starts early.
How are you feeling as well? Because you obviously had a couple of injury setbacks over the course of this season, but do you feel that you've kind of put them out of the picture now?
Yeah, I think the sort of injuries I got this year was not my own fault as such, but the main one I had with my groins was just one of these things that just came on, and obviously was dealing with it for a long time and managed to play through it, but the timing came when it was the right time to get it done, so that was needed to be done. And then the strains and niggles I got after that was just unfortunate, really, and it's something that hasn't really bothered me as such. It's obviously frustrating not to be playing in the big games, especially the ones I missed, but I've always thought to myself as being able to really get back in the team, and it's something I've been concentrating on, is to try and be as fit as I can for the start of the season.
Finally, new deal, or new extension to the deal, a new kit as well. What's your thoughts on the new Hibs home kit?
I really like it. I like to have got me a bigger size. It's slightly tight, but if I'm being honest, I think it's...
Turn off the guns.
I don't know about that, but you can speak to Flanny about them. But no, I really like it. I like the white sleeves are back, so I think that's more traditionally what I've always been used to looking at Hibs strips in the past, so I really like it, so I'm hoping the fans do as well.